So we're moving to some of the issues then that people have raised, a whole variety of questions. Would direct rule not be better as politicians just squabble?
No, direct rule is something that I would be opposed to. I believe in devolution. I support obviously being within the union because the economic benefits that we derive from that, the historical context of being part of the union is very important to us in Northern Ireland. But I'm a devolutionist. I prefer politicians being empowered to take decisions about the issues that local people want us to deal with.
Where does your party stand on the issue of abortion?
Well, we're very much a pro-life party. We always have been. We're opposed to the 1967 Act. We believe that the law in Northern Ireland strikes the right balance where in the circumstances where there's a very clear threat to the mother's life and her mental well-being, well, in those circumstances, we believe that there can be choice for the mother in those examples. But we are pro-life and believe that the life should be protected.
Why does your party then oppose same-sex marriage?
Well, I suppose we've looked at marriage in the context of what is it? We regard it as a union between a man and a woman in that sense. Marriage captures that and it's the bedrock of our society where families are brought up. Two men marrying and two women marrying are not the same as a man and a woman, and therefore we don't regard that as something where people have said about equal marriage because they're very different things. And therefore we believe in the union of one man and one woman.
Should we be doing more to take in refugees and asylum seekers?
Well, I think our country has shown that we do want to open up to people who require that help. And you put yourselves in the shoes of those who've had to flee their countries because of the persecution that's taken place, then I think it is right that we open our doors in a managed way to people. It's a programme that I've been overseeing as Minister in terms of the refugee programme that exists. But you do need to manage that carefully and make sure people are integrated into our community. But in terms of refugees, yes, now the debate around immigration is a different one in terms of economic immigration and how you manage all of that. But in terms of refugees fleeing persecution, well, I think our country has taken an approach which is benevolent, and rightly so. Whenever you think of how, when we've had to leave this country in the past, whenever the famine took place, whenever Presbyterians felt persecuted and fled to America, we were welcomed whenever those people left.
Okay, very briefly, grace, forgiveness, love your enemy, how does that apply in politics?
Well, I think every time we go to speak, we need to bear in mind how that is going to be impacted on the people who will receive that message. And I often find that it's easier to break down bridges through negativity as opposed to building it. That takes a lot of work. You need to build those relationships because you can have legislative frameworks in politics to make people share power. You can have processes, but unless you have a relationship, whenever problems come, you're not going to be able to navigate your way through them. So it's challenging, it's difficult, but I do think that there is a job of work to be done to build those relationships again.